Hey guys, Ben from Living Survival, and today I got the Sabra Gear Mono 48 pack, so stick with me. Alright guys, so some of you probably remember I reviewed the Sabra Gear Edc Partner Pack. It's a pack that can be worn on your belt, on your leg. It can be thrown around your body. Very versatile pack. It's got a number of pockets in it. It's got MOLLE webbing on it. It's got straps on the bottom, and it complements the Mono 48 very well, and we'll take a closer look at that in a moment. So guys, I've been super excited to get this video out to you and show you the details on the Mono 48 from Sabra Gear. So this is the latest, greatest version from Sabra Gear. They've made a few modifications based on viewer feedback and based on some of the feedback that they've gotten from reviewers such as myself. They've put it into the pack, and I've got the newest version to show you today. So let's first take a quick look around the pack. Very comfortable shoulder straps. We've got a sternum strap here with the webbing retention that could be clipped to the webbing itself so that it's not flopping all around. Very comfortable hip belt. One of the main things with this pack is that you're so free to do anything. It rides well off your shoulders, as you can see. There's really no weight riding on my shoulders right there, and that's because of the support of the hip belt. And that's exactly what you want when wearing a pack of this size, especially when you load it up with 50 pounds or so of gear. And that means you can walk more miles, be more comfortable on your hikes, backpacking, or in a survival situation. Take a look at both the sides and the back. Now this pack is a 48 liter pack. Now generally for a bug out bag, 3-day situation, 72-hour situation, I generally recommend anywhere from a 25 to 50 liter pack and no more than about 50 pounds worth of gear. So this being a 48 liter pack fits right into that category on the high end of bugging out. You could even use this as an extended bug out. I know I showed you a pack a while back that was a 60 liter pack that could certainly be used as an extended bug out bag, but I think that this pack is the perfect combination of being able to carry a lot of gear and being very comfortable if you had to bug out or if you simply like to hike or backpack. The pack is 48 liters and features 500D Cordura, so it's very durable, a lot more durable than the 200 or so D that they put in some of the other hiking packs. It has a double layer on the bottom to further increase the durability when you're setting it down on the ground. All the zippers on this pack are YKK. They're very large and heavy duty, and all the buckles are all ITW buckles, including the hip belt and the shoulder straps. This pack uses mil-spec webbing, and all the stitching is sewn very, very well. Just like on the sternum strap, most of the webbing has this Velcro attached to it so that you can roll it up and keep it out of the way and attach it to itself so it's not flopping all over the place. So one of the new designs for this pack is the floating top lid. Now just like any other pack, this lid will float. It can be adjusted very quickly and easily so that you can get a lot of gear underneath it and you can tighten it right back down. But some of the things that were changed on this is that it's a little bit larger, and the orientation for this zipper flap was flipped around to help shed off any water that might get on it when it's raining. We can take a look at the older top here. You can see it's just a little bit smaller, and on this one the flap is facing upwards, so if it were to rain, it would rain right down and into the zip. Another new feature on the Mono 48 is the higher side pockets. These have been redesigned and stitched a little bit higher so that you can fit a Nalgene bottle, a clean canteen bottle in here, and have more room for your tools to go down in. Say you want to strap an axe, a tomahawk, or a large chopping blade to the MOLLE on the side here, the bottom of it could go down in the pocket so that it's not going to slip out on you. So on the top you do have this adjustable top lid that, like I showed you before, can be adjusted to float. Therefore you can pack this pack up even more, or you could even stuff something in there like a sleeping mat or a blanket and then adjust it down and cinch it down on top of it. It does feature a pocket that fits the whole length of the top lid, and then a hook and loop section here for patches or nameplates. On the sides of the pack you have the larger tool pouch on the bottom. Again, that can be used for a Nalgene or water bottle storage, and then you have MOLLE webbing all the way up, and I happen to have one of their pouches connected to it they sell these pouches separately, and they make a nice addition to the Mono 48. So as I said before, I previously reviewed the Edc Partner Pack. Now this is just an upgraded version of this pouch that I have on the side here, but I could easily just molly the Edc Partner Pack right onto this side or onto the other side and have not only two pouches, but also have a go bag or a smaller survival kit that I could take with me after I break down at camp. Right now, since I have things attached to both sides, I just take this partner pack and clip it in underneath the lid and then cinch it down. That way I not only have an additional bag that I can take with me at camp, out on scouts and things like that, but I could also attach it to the other side if I wanted to do so. I'll put a link below in the description to my review on the Edc Partner Pack so you guys can check that out. So attached to the molly on the other side, I have this one Tigris water bottle holder. Now they make several high quality water bottle holders. I'm also going to put a link to their website below. This is just a basic water bottle holder that will hold a Nalgene or a clean canteen. I just have a 40-liter clean canteen in here. It does have mesh on the bottom, and then on the top it just has a paracord cinch strap so that you can cinch it down. On the back of this one Tigris bottle holder, it does have the molly clips, so you can just run it right through the molly, and it makes a nice addition to the Mono 48. Behind that, clipped in to the side compression straps, and then down in the bottom of the tool pouch here, I have the Schrade Skax 2L. This I'm going to do a future review on, including a sheath from C2G Fab that turned out excellent. I wanted to include these two products in this review so that I could show you a couple different ways to rig up your Mono 48. As you can see here, you just have the molly webbing right above the tool pouch and on up to the top lid, and that is on both sides. On the back side here, you have a nice high quality grab handle. Makes it very easy for picking the pack up and moving it around camp. Then you have these really comfortable shoulder straps. They don't have air mesh on the back, but they are very comfortable. And then the back of the pack is padded as well. You have a nice lumbar pad on the bottom with this rubberized texture so that the pack doesn't move around while it's on your back. Then you have the adjustments to bring the pack further or closer to your back on the top of the shoulder straps, as well as the other lashing point for the top lid. All mil-spec webbing, as I said before, high quality sternum strap with buckle, and then on down into the padded hip belt. The hip belt is very comfortable as well, with a nice high quality buckle. And what's also nice is packs that adjust from the outside in instead of the inside out. When you put the pack on your body, it's a lot easier to bring those straps together than it is to pull them apart when you're wanting to tighten up your hip belt. The hip belt also has webbing on it that you could attach little pouches, just like I have on the other side. This is another pouch offered from Sabra Gear. It's just basically like a little pouch for your keys or camera. Maybe you want to put a little snack or something like that in there. It's easily accessible on the side of your hip belt. So on both sides of the pack, you have compression straps for the sides to compress the load that you have on the inside. Again, high quality buckles, high quality webbing, and they do have the Velcro webbing organizers on them. You also have two compression straps that go across the front of the pack that you can further compress the load down. And then you have this nice high quality zip that runs from the top nearly to the bottom of the pack. It's super nice when packs have this zip in the front so that you can easily access items inside the pack no matter where they're located. So if I want to get to my shelter, I can do so. If I want to get to my sleep system, I can do so. If I want to get to my electronics or food or anything like that, I can get there by unzipping just this middle zip, and I don't have to take the contents out of the top of the bag. So we can just zip that open, and you can see I can get right to my cook kit. I can get right to my clothes, get rain gear, or to my shelter and sleep system. I have a sleeping bag in the bottom here. On the bottom there's two tool loops, which are nice for ice axes or walking sticks or anything else that you wanted to lash to those tool loops. So if we do want to go in through the top of the bag, we can just unclip the top lid and put it out of the way. You have one buckle here that will help secure anything that you put down on the top. Like I said, I take the partner pack and just put it right out here on the top for easy access. and then I can just clip it in so it's not going anywhere, and then throw my lid right on top of that. It works great. Once you remove the top lid, there is some paracord here with a cinch strap, and then this just opens sort of duffel bag style, and you can gain access to your equipment that way. On the inside there is 2 pockets, one of which you probably won't access. It doesn't even have a zipper pull on it, but it does have a zip in case you needed to get to it. It is the frame, which I believe is made out of ABS plastic, and then 2 aluminum stays that run down the front of the frame. There's also another flap to hold your hydration bladder. This is 3-liter hydration compatible, so I do have a hydration bladder in there, and then you have the hooks up top to be able to hook your bladder so that it can hang down in the back of the pack. So you can see that there's a lot more room in this pack. We could continue to stuff stuff in, and then we could just cinch it down, roll it down on itself, and then throw our top lid over. And again, the top lid does float, so no matter how full you have this, the top lid's gonna accommodate. So it seems darn near everything was thought of when it comes to this pack. The quality is very high with the 500D Cordura, the YKK zips, and the mil-spec webbing. It's also extremely comfortable. The shoulder straps ride loosely across my shoulders because the hip belt takes all the weight. And for a pack of that size, 48 liters, even with a heavy load, it's extremely comfortable. I really like the pouches that you can get for it, the side pouches. You can even use that Edc Partner Pack as one of the side pouches, or just stuff it inside like I do on mine. The MOLLE webbing is nice that you can use for things like a canteen holder or additional pouches. You're not going to have to worry about the stitching on this pack. You're not going to have to worry about the buckles on this pack. The material is very durable, especially with that double bottom layer. I like the layout of the pack. I like the fact that it has the center zip that you can access pretty much anywhere in the pack just by unzipping that center zip. The top lid is very nice as well, especially now that they've turned that rain flap around so that water can't get down into the zipper, and they've made it a little bit larger so that it actually does cover the entire top portion of the pack, even if you have it stuffed high and have it floating. Really the only thing that I don't see on this pack would be some webbing on the bottom that you could lash additional things to the bottom of the pack. But other than that, it's a pretty perfect pack. So of course I'm going to leave some links to Sabra Gear's website where you can check out not only the Mono 48, but you can check out their other packs, pouches, and you can also check the Edc Partner Pack that I did a previous video on, and I'm going to leave a link below to that as well. I'm also going to put links below to the water bottle holder I showed you from One Tigress, as well as the Kydex sheath on the Schrade that I showed you from C2G Fab. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video today and dig that pack as much as I do. It's definitely a high quality pack, and a high quality pack is what you're gonna want in a survival situation, if not for hiking or backpacking. Of course, if you're through hiking for 2 weeks or so, you're probably gonna wanna take a little bit bigger pack, and you're gonna wanna go for much lighter weight materials, but they're definitely not gonna hold up as well as the 500D on the Mono 48. And believe me, you're gonna want that quality if it comes down to a survival situation. So guys, if you enjoyed the video today, please give it a big thumbs up. Please share it to all your friends on Google+, Facebook, and Twitter. And as always guys, click that red subscribe button and subscribe for more videos.